football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing, Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
Now, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 9, Lions 0. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. Just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 16, Lions nothing.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The first carry now, this is Williams. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
$16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
16. Lions nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he'll find Higby open downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right side, Henry's got it. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule and down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Jones. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A give to Williams, running right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second down, here's Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They get this out quickly to the left side. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 32 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Giants take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jones on first down. He's going deep for Brown.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. If they got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams
from 17 yards out.
And the Lions have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Henry out of the pistol, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sean Robinson, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively.
63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party.
The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to let it fly. Touchdown, Giants. Marquise Brown, 57 yards.
And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but
Williams loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that's caught by Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They give it to Williams, running right. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
89 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.